Well, Keith, if we're to listen to your jockey Jimmy Graham, we saw the Derby winner, Breeze, on Saturday morning.
Yeah, James is named after this horse, I think. He's always has a ton of confidence, and that enthusiasm and confidence is one reason why we use him.
Were you impressed with Confidence Games, Breeze?
Yeah, it's maybe a little quicker than I wanted, but the time is not that important. It's style. He needed to do it in hand, finish strongly, good gallop out, nice and limber movement. And, of course, he needed to come off the track and back to the barn within himself, and he checked all those boxes. So, yeah, it was a nice breeze. Gallop out was great, and he's nice and comfortable in the stall now, so we're happy with it.
Great. 5 furlongs and 59. I heard you joke with Jimmy afterwards that you're looking for a new jockey.
I don't know. I can't recall when's the last time I had a horse go 59, so it's kind of cool because I know James is excited, but he's pretty adept at working horses like I want them. So if that horse went 59, it's just showing you his level of talent, and it's the reason why we're in this race next week.
He's got a great foundation.
Great foundation, dead fit, just a beautiful mover. And, these horses feel the anticipation and the energy in the air. I think that contributes to the time. And I typically work on Saturday, and it's been about 2 weeks, since his last work. So he was ready today.
And it's been a while since his last run too. You said a little while back you had 3 options. It was the Bluegrass, the Lexington, or to not run at all. You went with that latter option. Why?
Mainly because of logistics and horsemanship. Those 2 races were at Keeneland, which would have been either on top of when we shipped here to this barn from New Orleans or the following week. And I don't like that. Horses need time to acclimate. Usually takes him a while to get settled, to move from his winter home in New Orleans to here and then throw a race on top of it. I just did not like the feel of it. So I chose to keep him fresh. We simulated a race here about 3 weeks ago. Good strong breeze from the Gates and Company. He didn't need to run, and obviously didn't take as much out of him as a race would have.
How's he come on mentally?
Good. He's fresh. That's the only thing I have to be careful of. That's another reason that's another factor in why it didn't run. He tends to get a little frazzled. So we'll school him a lot. We'll bore him. We'll take him to that paddock until he thinks that's his second home. So he'll be fine mentally, but I've got to be careful in that department.
You've been close before in the Derby. How fondly do you look back on an Exaggerator from a few years back?
When Exaggerator ran second, I thought that was just the most incredible thing. I mean, yeah, they don't follow the second place. The interviews are over, right? They don't follow you home for running second, but inwardly I was so satisfied and excited and just grateful for the way that horse ran, and to do that in the Derby was just incredible. I honestly don't need any more. This is just a fun challenge, and like I've said to people before, this is a celebration for everyone. This Derby is a celebration of our sport, and it's when we get the normal people into our realm, and so it's fun and exciting, and if it were to happen, it would just be icing on the cake.
Well, the horse looks good. You've got an ultra-confident jockey. How confident's the trainer?
Again, I'm very confident. I don't put any pressure on myself in that respect. The pressure was getting here. The pressure was at the yearling sale. The pressure was watching him go through his works and preparation leading up to the Rebel. And once we're in, the pressure's off. And again, I'll repeat, this is a celebration. We're enjoying every minute of it. I'm going to have fun this week and enjoy just the magnificence that the Derby is.
And Keith, personally, a tough week for your family. Condolences on the passing of your father. What would it mean to run a big race with confidence game next week and do it for your dad?
Oh man, that's my dad. I feel like we're the same way. That emotional stuff is not part of the equation. My dad lived a good life. He was 80 years old when he passed, and there's no regrets there. So to win it would be nice, but I don't hang my hat on those kind of emotions.
Yeah, I gotcha. All right, well, Keith, thank you very much for your time. All the best to you and all the connections for next Saturday in the Derby.
Thank you, sir.